Hey y'all, this is your girl Tysheen and I'm back with another video. How y'all feeling? How my lovely people doing? So this is a little different, okay? I know y'all are used to me reacting to like music and stuff like that, but I want to switch it up a little bit on my channel. I want to react to like pretty much everything. We'll see, because I have subscribers who've been subscribed to my channel for a very long time, and y'all so used to me reacting to like old school music and stuff like that. But the music's still going to be on my channel. I'm definitely always gonna have music on my channel. That's not going anywhere. But for the people who like to see me react to other stuff, this is for you. So this one here is how do people live in Russia. Before we start this video, let me see. I don't know much about Russia. I really don't. And this might be a stereotype. I know that in Russia, I'm assuming well, I shouldn't assume, but when I think of Russia, I think of it being cold. The houses out there look the same, I'm assuming, and I'm quite sure that's not the truth. I don't know what else to think of Russia. I've never been to Russia. I don't know much about Russia. I don't really have, well, I have Russian co-workers and I love them. They're so sweet. Yeah, so, and they call me Natasha, well, people in my job, they call me Natasha, but they think I'm from Russia too, because the name Natasha, they think I'm from Russia. I'm like, I'm not from Russia. When they first met me, they was like, are you from Russia? I'm like, no, I'm not from Russia. But yeah, so yeah, I don't know much about Russia, so this should be interesting. So yeah, let's get started.
Привет, друзья! Как дела? My name is Fedor, and today you will learn how people live in Russia. We have two different types of people who live in the city center and those who live on the outskirts of the city. And along with the cultural video, you're gonna learn a lot of new words today. But before we get there, guys, if you want to finally learn how to communicate fluent in Russian, join our Be Fluent camp. We have maybe like about 3 days left, maybe 1 day left. I'm not sure when this video is going to be up, but we are filling up. If you see the link underneath, that means that it's still available. Camp is still available for you to sign up. So if you want to finally learn how to communicate fluent in Russian, join up and don't miss out, because if you wait, we're starting on June 27th and you will miss out. All right, let's get to it. So in Russia, as I said, people live in the apartments and in their private homes. So right here to your right,
that's everywhere. Everywhere has house and apartments. So yeah, that's everywhere.
Called kvartira, which means apartments. And for you to say that I live in an apartment, you say я живу в квартире. Я живу в квартире means I live in an apartment. Typically, those kvartiras or apartments are 5-story homes, typically, because back in USSR years, it used to be built in 5 or maybe 9 stories each.
Wow.
But now we have a lot of new and private and commercial buildings that are maybe 15 to 20, 25 floors each. And today, you'll learn more about that and about how apartments are structured. So the first thing, each apartment has things called подъезд, which is like an entrance. So each apartment typically has multiple of them. This one has 1, 2, 3, 4 of them. And in each entrance, there's a certain number of apartments. So let's say in this one, right here, as you can see, apartments from 16 to 30. So it's only 15 apartments in each, all right? And typically, if you want to enter the place, you call your person. So let's say it's apartment number 17. And this one is working, okay. 17, and you call. We're not gonna call right now because we don't know who lives there. And you typically enter the подъезд and you go to your apartment. And
that's the same thing. A lot of apartments here in New York, we have that same thing too. Apartment I live in too, you got to put in the code. Especially if you try to reach somebody, you want them to open the door for you, you would have to call their apartment.
This for you is я живу во втором подъезде. I live in the second entrance, in the second, doorway. Я живу во втором подъезде. And typically in a city center, people don't have cars, or maybe it's like 1 car per apartment. As you can see right here behind is parkovka, which is a parking. And as you can see, it's only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9 cars, maybe 15 cars total in this parking, but it's 60 apartments in this building. So 15 cars per 60 apartments, every 1 car for 4 apartments. So it's not
Yeah.
many apartments here because people typically travel by car and by other means of transportation. Okay? У меня нету машины. I don't have a car. That's how you say that you don't have a car. У меня нету машины. Or
Yeah.
you can say
It's gonna take me a long time to learn how to speak Russian. You see me trying to like repeat what he's saying, and I just stop. The first word I tripped over. My tongue is not working right now. It's like I'm trying to say it, but it's like I can't.
у меня у папы есть машина. My dad has a car. And also, cars are typically stored in things called garage, like in English, and in Russian it's гаражи. Right there to my right is гаражи.
Garaji.
So these right here is гаражи, okay?
Garaji. 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 Yeah, it's gonna take me a while.
One of each is one garage, all right? And you can say, я в гараже, I'm in a garage. And typically you can buy these for not so expensive for you to store your car here, maybe your some home appliances, some storage space right here. And typically we have a lot of these next to the kvartira, next to the apartments, because people in apartments don't have a lot of space, all right? And so they store a lot of their stuff in the garage. For example, you can say, я отнесу это в гараж. I will move it to the garage. And around us, maybe like 9 or 10 garages. So, yeah. Back to подъезд, okay? Another word for подъезд is падик, okay? It's like a slang word for подъезд. So, again, as I said, you can call your person, but if you have a key like this, you just put it right here, and it's open.
Oh,
So we can.
that's cool. Okay. I know here in New York, you could put your well, we have certain technology where you could just put your fingerprint. Some here use your card. Because nowadays they don't make like apartments where you have to use your key. You don't have to use your key anymore. You could just use your card. You could use, but I never seen that one before. What he showed, I never seen that. But sometimes you can use your finger here. You could, sometimes even do face. Oh yeah. Gotta put your face here in New York. I seen apartments where I see people put their face and the door would open for them. It's crazy, right?
Come in. We come in, and then over here we have apartments. We have different entrances. So as you can see, there's one apartment right here, one right here. So if you live in apartments and you live in whatever подъезд, and you live on the 3rd floor, я живу на 3-м этаже, typically you have to walk up the stairs because in these small apartments it's only 5 floors. It's not a lot of space for elevators in the first place. So you have to walk up the stairs. Тебе нужно идти по лестнице. And typically on the second flight of stairs, you have these mailboxes right here. This
Wow.
is mailboxes. So the postman comes, puts the mail in whatever apartment it is. Then I get the key, take it out, and take my mail. Now,
That's the most odd place to see. I've seen mailboxes because here in New York, I see most mailbox, are outside, but they're in the building. They're like right by the door, right by the front door. But this one here, you walk the stairs and mailbox is right there. Wow.
let's walk up onto this floor right here. So on this floor, this is the second floor, второй этаж. We have 3 apartments right here. As you can see, they're all on one little,
It's kind of sad in a way. I'm looking at this building and it's like the people who own this building, they don't even try to like fix it up decent, And what I'm saying is like this black door right here looks nice, but the other door is not the same. Like I feel like all the doors should be the same color, the same design and everything. I don't know if the person bought their own door, but it's just, it's weird. I never see anything like that before.
Platform right here, you can enter to each door, and yeah, that's about it for the apartments. Now let's go to the private homes and see how people live in the private homes. You can see it's all houses behind me. It's typically 2 stories. Each house is typically 2 stories because people build it up themselves, and 1 story is just not enough of space. And like anywhere else, when you have a private home, you have a territory next to it. In Russian, we call it двор, or we call it огород. Огород is like the garden. So anything that's attached to your house is your land, and you have your garage and everything of that sort. So for example, this right here, those doors are garage, okay? Garage. All right, so now let's go to the agarot, which is the garden in Russian, and show you guys how it's done. Right behind me is agarot. Some phrase with agarot could be "Мне нужно полить огород." I have to water the garden. And right here is what's called bochka. And bochka, typically you have water here, right? And the reason why we have these is because under the sun is going to get hot. And typically the water that's in the pipes is cold, so you cannot water your plants with cold water. Нельзя поливать холодной водой. You cannot water with cold water because you have these. That's why you have these, bochka.
It's so crazy because here in New York, not in New York, but I'm not sure here in New York, but I know certain states, you can't collect water like that. Yeah, it all depends on what state you live in. Certain law, you can't collect rainwater, which is sad. It's sad. It makes you want to, when you think of it, it's just sad. Water is supposed to be free here, and you can't do that. You gotta pay for your water. We have to pay for water. Yes, my Russian friends, if you don't live here in America, I don't, like I said, it's not every state in America, but most majority states here in America, you have to pay for water. Yeah, it's sad, right? We gotta pay for rainwater. Oh, I remember an old man got arrested. He got in trouble because he was collecting he had three big barrels of water. And he got arrested. He got in trouble. He went to jail for a couple of days. I don't know what happened after that because this was in Georgia. When I was in Georgia, I was watching the news. They was talking about that, and I was like, whoa, that's just sad.
For you to get some water and water your plants. Right there is koshki, cats. Also, we can call them домашние животные, pets. Okay, as you can see, they're all outside and walking around. And right here we have some flowers, some other, nature and some other plants here. But right now it's beginning of June, so it's not a lot of ripe, vegetables. And so when the time comes, you have your own vegetables, ripe and are ready to go. For example, you can say очень вкусные свежие овощи, very tasty, fresh vegetables. Кошка хочет в кадр. And over there we have the outhouse. So almost every private home in Russia, at least the ones that I've been to, have the outhouse. So it's like the outside toilet, because back in the day, only recently Russian homes got the piping system to them. It used to be that there would be no toilets in the house. So this is called уличный туалет. Уличный туалет, which means the street or outside, restroom or bathroom. And how people used to shower back when there was no piping system is they would take bath.
Wait, I want to know if they still have that. Do they still have the toilet outside? Because you can't do that here. I'm quite sure a lot of strangers are going to be coming in your backyard when they use the toilet if they know what it is. I don't think I will continue to have. I'm assuming they have a bathroom in their house, right? Was I listening?
Or twice a week they would make a banya and go in the banya to wash themselves and to shower like that. So, but that's it for today, guys. I hope you got something good from this video, from this topic too. And I'm gonna see you guys in the camp. So sign up.
Yeah, okay, so I want to know more. I'm quite sure there's more. How do people live in Russia? This was very interesting. I learned a lot. It's not much of a difference here in America. It's not much of a difference. You have garage here in America. It's your own garage. Some apartments you have to pay for the garage. Some of them is I think starting from I know my cousin, she paid for her parking space. And she paid $50 a month. I think it's probably more. They probably raised it to $60 a month. I guess that's not bad for some people. And some places probably $200-300 a month. It depends on the type of building you live in, type of apartment you live in, I should say. So it's kind of pretty much almost the same thing here. Yeah, pretty much it's almost the same thing. But that was very interesting. I would definitely see. I like these type of videos because you learn so much, and I would love to do different countries. See how people live in Ireland, Australia. I always wanted to go visit Australia. Oh my God, I can't wait for that day to come when I go out there and just to visit. I don't know why. Since I was a kid, I always wanted to visit Australia. It's weird. It's weird. I don't know why. But yeah, so this was fun. I like these type of videos. I learned so much. So if you're from Russia and there's other videos about Russia you would like me to react to, you gotta comment below and let me know which other videos you would like me to react to about Russia. If you're from Russia, and I want to say hi to all my people from Russia. How y'all doing? How y'all doing? I love you all. Like I said, I got some cool co-workers who are Russian, and I just love them. They just the coolest people, and they just keep it real too. You know, they ain't nothing fake about them. I like that. And they say what they have to say. I like that because they don't bite their tongue for nobody. Yeah, so don't forget to subscribe to my channel too. So if you want to see more of this, go down there and subscribe to my channel. The button is down there. Yeah, go down there and subscribe. I'll wait. Oh, subscribe. And I'll see I love you people. Y'all take care of yourself. Bye and peace.